Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Age of Mythology Retold. I'm the Mysterious JG, and we're working our way through the campaign. The campaign, the Fall of the Trident in Pillar of the Gods. I don't know why that's listed first. That's the DLC campaign about China. Maybe it's set before these campaigns in history. In Fall of the Trident, Arkantos, the Atlantean hero, stopped a plot by the Cyclops, Gargarensis, and Minotaur, and like a human, to unleash the Titans. I think what was going on was that Poseidon was envious of Zeus's power and decided that working together with the Titans is a good idea, and thus kind of betrayed the people of Atlantis in that sense. And then we did the Golden Gift, in which Brock and Eitri were building a golden boar, and Loki was messing with them, and it was really just kind of a little bit of a filler campaign to get us to the new Atlantis, the proper sequel, where the son of Arkantos, whose name I'm drawing a blank on right this second, is, I want to say it's one of the two. Is it Castor? I want to say it was like one of the two twins, and they don't reference the fact that they're twins. Castor and Pollux. Maybe his name's Castor, or maybe I'm completely wrong. But yeah, the son of Arkantos is leading the Atlanteans a few years later, and I think what is going on was that the Theocrat was leading us down a very specific road that involved, well, we had to get away from the Scrabble nasty patch that we were on, which I don't think was Atlantis. To get to a new land where we found temples dedicated to the Titans, but started worshipping the Titans because they were actually, helping us out, and the Greeks immediately attacked. And then, rather than waiting for the Norse and the Egyptians to come to the aid of the Greeks, we traveled to Norse land and Egyptian land, also known as Egypt, to fight them, and have made enemies of everyone in the world, but it all seems to be going our way anyway. And then, when getting ready to attack a Greek city, we took some magical teleport devices, which unexpectedly took us to Olympus, Mount Olympus, where we seem to have overthrown the Greek gods. And that wasn't really the intention of the leader of the Atlanteans, but once he was on Mount Olympus, he's like, well, it didn't seem like there was any way to get back other than fighting to the peak of Mount Olympus and teleporting home from there. So we had some characters. We don't really have a lot of named characters. We have like units like Destroyer and non-Destroyer infantry who would say things like, how could the Theocrat have made such a mistake? And our hero guy's like, no, I'm sure this is good. Let's destroy the gods of Atlantis. And I think we've just done that, and now we're going to see what's next. So we just did Mount Olympus, where Castor... See, I knew it was Castor and Pollux, except there's no Pollux. So Castor has returned to Greece to finish what he started. But now, while Greece is being destroyed, Amon-Ra and Ajax must save Castor from disgruntled Atlanteans. So see, these Atlanteans really... They turn on Castor so quickly. All he did was overthrow the Greek gods, and they're just not willing to hear him out about it. So let's see what's going on. I will say this, I was saying in a prior video that I played through the rest of the campaign off screen. Giant Grant Games, the oracle of the RTS YouTube community, has made the case that if you want, that the Rise of Atlantis campaign is a lot easier than the Fall of the Trident. And that if you want a similar gameplay experience, you might want to crank the difficulty. And I'm just like, nah, I'm okay with having the game be a little more casual and silly. Because Fall of the Trident got nasty by the end. So I have played through this off screen, and I said there was really only one episode, or one mission where I felt like I was in trouble. It's actually this one, which is, again, Giant Grand Games Oracle of RTS, and his videos on this has called this one a gimme, and for some reason I just struggled with it a little bit. And by struggle, I mean I beat it on like the second or third attempt, and it doesn't. You either win or lose this one fairly quickly. But as you can see, your shit's going down because giant flame thing is on the map, as opposed to say Arcanto, or Castor, or a Plenty Vault, or, you know, a different fancy building. Now it's giant hell monster. So that might be part of why I found things to be challenging. Let's go on. Most god powers cost more favor to cast after each recharge. That's true. They can turn into a real sinkhole for your favor. A favor sink. It's like a heat sink, but for favor. If you don't want your engine throwing off excess favor and burning down. Oh.
Back there.
Shut the fuck up.
Amonra, what are you doing here?
Amonra of the Psychic
We've
Companions
come for
Network?
Castor.
Us too. When I find him, I'm gonna pull his head off.
And piss down his
No,
neck.
he is not our enemy. I think he is being tricked. We must find
I guess
him.
you crap down necks. You don't piss down them.
What was that?
At least that's what I've always done. Oh, okay. Well, I'd say that Castor is either already in more trouble than you represent, or you can't touch him because he's friends with this guy. And it does appear that the answer, once we get in there, is that Castor's in trouble, because this guy doesn't seem to be friends to any of the humans. Oh man, he had those two guys dead to rights, and then they just teleported away.
What happened?
What?
What is that?
That
just-
is a Titan.
Okay.
Only the lesser ones can escape Tartaros now. But soon, they'll free the others.
Alright, so
No.
this is good for us, right?
This can't be.
The
Okay.
power of the Olympian gods was the only thing keeping the Titans imprisoned. Fortunately, you went around destroying their temples and killing their followers.
Oh.
Now the Olympians can no longer hold them.
Why would you do this?
Oh shit, he's NWO.
Oh, I didn't do it, Castor. You did.
Are you sure you're Theocratic Krios?
There he is! Castor has betrayed us all! Kill him!
But didn't you just see?
Look, Castor. But those are Atlanteans attacking him.
Look, Castor's gained 5 pounds of muscle in 3 weeks. Sorry, very obscure reference there. A really bad commercial that used to air on SmackDown in like the 90s on UPN. Brock Lesnar, one of his first forays into acting, appearing in a commercial and saying something along the lines of, "Look, you gained 4 pounds of muscle in 3 weeks." He's a guy who's got a lot of dynamic, energy as a performer. Anyway, he does. But not as someone delivering scripted lines that are not, him yelling that he's going to murder you. Anyway, so it's all coming together a bit now. I'm jokey. This is not a game that's known for. I mean, it's an RTS game. This is kind of Microsoft's response to Blizzard upping the game back in the day as far as storytelling in RTS with, games like StarCraft, Warcraft 3, etc. But they're not really quite at that level. As much as I enjoy this game, no, Amonra is not memorable in the way that, Sarah Kerrigan is. And Arcantos is not memorable in, the way that Prince Arthas is. But they're doing their best. The story now is coming together a little bit. We had that opening cinematic where some strange dark force, like Theocrat Krios, was like do, and then something strange seemed to happen to him. And we also had an evil voiceover. I don't know for sure that the evil voiceover is supposed to be like the Kronos King of the Titans. I'm pretty sure that evil demon-looking guy that had killed and replaced Theocrat Krios, or maybe he got possessed, or I don't know. That's obviously not Theocrat Krios. That's some kind of demon, because Theocrat Krios was a minor character who appeared in the original campaign. But yeah, the Titans have been using an arcane. There's all sorts of little plot beats I was expecting and didn't get that I think we would have gotten in a game that cared a little bit more about story, like Arcantos making some effort to reason with the Greeks. They even introduced the character of General somebody or other of the Greeks, and I was like, okay, he's going to be all arrogant and not even give Arcantos a chance to speak. It's like, no, he just gets lines of dialogue you would expect the general whose force is being attacked to have, and then he gets killed immediately. But yeah, as far as story goes, this is the big turning point in the story where it's revealed that the Titans have been using us all along. And now, it's a little sad that Amonra gets a visit from Arkantos. Although I can see how, again, overthinking this game, which doesn't have a ton of character development. Excuse me. But what we see of Ajax as a character, it's hard to imagine a scene of the demigod Arkantos visiting Ajax and Ajax knowing what to do other than treat him like regular Arkantos. And it's a little difficult to imagine how demigod Arkantos would react if Ajax was just like, hey man, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. Your eyes are glowing now. But no, this is the scene in which Arkantos' old friends, who are the characters we remember from the original campaign, are now going to have to rescue Castor. And without giving away too much about where the campaign goes from here, there's not going to be a lot of dialogue scenes where we really get to know these characters. But the general theme of, okay, now the various factions who were fighting to stop the Titans before are fighting to stop the Titans again, and it tracks. Anyway, Amonra is saying we have to hold our ground and hope Castor can do as well, because yeah, this is
Hold our ground and hope that Castor can as well.
This is a bit of a weird one.
I doubt that thing is going to just sit back and let us build a base.
Yeah, you know what? To really give you an idea what's going on, I should be let's go.
Build behind the cliffs. That area is more easily defended.
Let's get some walls going, because what I do need to showcase here is what's actually going on. So what's actually going on is that not too far away, Prometheus the Titan. This is, of course, the Titan who famously was on the side of humans and helped them learn how to trick the gods by putting a layer of fat over the sacrifice that had all the bones and gristle underneath and keep the best cuts for themselves, and was punished for giving humans knowledge that enabled them to kind of trick the gods and blah, blah, blah. I mean, Prometheus is an interesting figure. The modern-day Prometheus, you know, as the byline for Frankenstein. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on with Prometheus. In this game, he's just a kaiju. But he is attacking this base, and then when he's done destroying it, he's going to come and try to kill Arkantos, and we have to sort of try to do something before that can happen. I thought there was gold mines down here, was my recall. If I am wrong about that, then actually we probably want a quick restart. I think we actually want a quick restart. Yeah, I was bad enough at this mission that I feel like I don't want to waste time with a bad start, sending half my production in the wrong direction. So, oops. We've also chattered through about half of the video already without really getting off to a start here. So this is a defense holdout mission until a plot thing happens, I believe. Or at least until we got to defend it first. If we try to attack, the Titan isn't vulnerable, he will wipe us out.
Look, Castor. But those are Atlanteans attacking him.
We'll have to hold our ground.
What the
and
hell?
hope that Castor can as well.
I doubt that thing is going to just sit back and let us build a base.
So, yeah, but we do get attacked, but we don't get attacked in force super quickly. And honestly, the main thing is that we're going to get attacked from a couple directions, and we need to be prepared to defend them all. But walls are fine. And the reason Giant Grand Games called this mission a gimme is because it'd be really nice if you don't get yourself sealed up on the wrong side of this wall, because we're never going to want to attack through it. We're never going to want to build gates. Gates in this game just mean that if you have defenders close to the wall, they end up letting the enemy pass through the wall because there's gates. But Giant Grand Games calls this one a gimme basically because Basically because the hard counter to everything the enemy is going to throw at us is the same thing, which is the priest, the Egyptian ranged unit that not only heals but is a hero and is therefore strong against myth units. And everything, almost everything that attacks in this mission, or everything that attacks in this mission, I think, is actually a myth unit. So I kind of want this guy to hang out down here and be ready to defend this, but now that I think about it, we also need towers just to be taking pot shots. Yeah, see? You guys are going to really sit here and just attack my workers? Alright, I probably should have stopped them from killing that worker, but it really distracted these guys until we were... So, yeah, gold is a major thing. We're going to need more gold. Give us the gold. We want really good buildings. I want good towers. The thing is that these little Prometheans are a pain in the ass. I think we can keep our army kind of up here in this general area. That's fine. Oh, somebody needs to be on wood. Or we're not going to be able to keep building towers. Oh, towers don't cost wood for the Egyptians. Maybe nobody needs to be on wood. Amonra, do not jump down there. Amonra, you jump down there. How do we get her back? Can I get her to cross over here?
He's destroying the entire city.
Okay, thank you, Amonra. So I don't know if I care about wood or not, but let's get some wood. The main thing is to be building priests, because that's the hard counter to everything that we fight in this mission, and they just cost gold. Oh, well, we're out of pop limit, so that's a problem. Now I've got somebody working on that, so I think I care more about houses than statues right now. And honestly, I think having some path that guys can attack through, like if they're encouraged to attack through here and I've got my soldiers here, that's probably fine, as opposed to walling off every entrance. Oh, I don't even need a temple. I probably shouldn't have built a temple, actually. Can I improve? No, I can't actually improve my priests right now. I think there might be more resources around. It is also possible that I've forgotten the layout of this map. I just remember really getting... Oh, I can expand over here and probably... Because like, there's another town center that I probably want to try. Oh, Ajax ended up over here too. Yeah, I want to try to... Oh, see, they're coming over here. Alright. Oh. Is there a point in getting that gold? There is a relic here. Let's let Ajax return this. What is it? Gold gathers faster. That's fine. Leisure? Leisure bums? Yeah, because at some point we got to fight our way up to, Oh, you jerks. I killed my villager. Because it all falls apart when the Titan finally attacks. Like, you can defend against these little waves, and then eventually the Titan attacks, and then you're just like, oh, I can't do anything about this. And I don't even know what I'm using Favor for. I think eventually I'm going to need to build... yeah, there's a plot event where you have survived the onslaught, and then you get your victory condition, which involves rescuing Ajax. Not Ajax, Castor. But there's a specific unit you do to do that, which, when you see what it is, it will make sense. And I guess I'll need some favor to do it, but probably not that big of a deal. Let's see if these jerks are going to kill, as is tradition, the one villager who's hanging around. Now, to level this shit up, I need, a lot more food. Alright, let's start working on farm tech. And the gold is shot. So we can all work on this gold. Except for you. You're going to start farming. You're going to come work on gold. I think I'm about to start saying, oh, I'm doing better than I did off screen, but I always felt like I was doing... Oh, it's Ajax. It's like, there's a villager just hanging out? I always thought I was doing better than I did off screen. Every time I played this, I felt I was doing better than I did the last time. But eventually, the Titan attacks, and it's like, you can't stop the Titan. Like, it feels like you're doing great, and then a plot event happens where you're expected to abandon your base. So let's start trying to gather up that food, because that is going to be a major limiting factor in us leveling up. I've got 1 billion guys working gold, nobody's working food, and I haven't really done a whole lot to, what is the word I'm looking for here? Haven't done that much to, words have failed me at this point. But yeah, I never expanded over. I think I am. I think I probably am doing a little better than I did off screen. But yeah, the problem is you get defensive minded, and then you don't get set up to expand properly. Normally, it's extremely important to get your statues up for Faith. I don't think Faith's going to be that big a deal because you don't need it to build priests. Let's get one more priest going in this kind of secondary defensive group. Our main group is over here guarding where we're expanding to. That'll deal with our pop limit. We've got nice strong walls, strong enough to hold while this group marches over wherever it needs to go. Towers might not even be necessary, but just for the hell of it, let's give them better range. Once again, a Monra is going to be a bit of a problem. Can you guys... No. Amonra, don't run into their base. Oh, jeez. Amonra. You don't run into their base either, medium axe, man. There we go. That's better.
The Titan is attacking. Hold him back.
Yeah, this is the problem. We get to this point, and now it's like, oh, never mind, we're screwed. I didn't quite get leveled up yet. Yeah, because I'm going to be short of food before I'm short of gold. But this group can't actually beat the Titan. All I can do is kind of hold them at bay. I think I need to advance to another age to build the unit they want. So, you sort of have to let them wreck your base. Oh, fuck. Here we go.
To get him out of there.
The rock? So how do I build rocks? Rocks are now available. I didn't have to, I didn't actually have to get to a higher, stage of enlightenment or whatever, after all. I thought I had to, go up an age. I don't. So, never mind. We really do just need to... Oh, he just destroyed our town center. Now he's just hanging out. Well, maybe I have to stay here. You guys... drop the food. I thought I had to level up to a new age. If I don't, then this mission's a little easier than I realized. I want you guys to build that. That's what I was trying to tell you to do. Because we won't... We need 3... I have 3 faith. That's 3 pop. Okay. Yeah, alright. So we can't actually stop Prometheus or his Promethean offspring, because I believe he generates Promethean offspring, which makes sense, right? So never mind, this is actually easier than I thought. I thought we had to advance up an age. But we have to create 3 rocks and get them to Castor's command center. And that shouldn't be too hard because they fly. And this game isn't about having lots of anti-air.
Get those rocks over to Castor. He can't hold out much longer.
So really just gotta... Okay, I just gotta fly them up here. There's a separate Atlantean base attacking him. I will fly and get another one up here, just in case. Okay, now you... I was wondering about this. Eventually the Prometheans do come for our second town center. So this is the thing, I never built... I didn't build the second town center. When I played this off screen... There we go. Yeah, I panic built a palace after they beat my first town center because I never expanded. I tried to hunker down. So it really is pretty simple if you just expand to a second town center, because he destroys your first town center, and then he just hangs out for a good long while. But the idea of the mission, this is the right spirit of the mission, that you're up against this unstoppable force, and you're rushing to get some kind of transport to get your friends
What have I
out.
done?
It's a little late for that.
You done fucked up,
Most
kid.
of the Atlantean army is now under Sikyos' control. It will be difficult to fight them and the Titan with this small force.
There are other titans to fight.
Arcantos?
Daddy!
Father, I didn't know. I was trying to do what was best for
You
Atlantis.
fucked
Do
up.
not dwell on that, my son. You must fight these titans now.
Fight them? How can we fight them?
These are the lesser ones. They were sent to destroy the temples and followers of the Olympians to weaken them.
So-
if that is allowed, the greater ones can emerge.
So, there is a Titan in Egypt now.
I just said they were killing the
Yes.
Olympians. Although there
And
actually
in
is
the
one, yes.
Northlands. You will have allies in these places.
We go to Egypt first.
I'm calling the shots here, lady. Ah, the hell, I guess you did just rescue my kid. You want to let's see the Egyptian tutorial again. Why wouldn't we want to do that? It's fun. It's a lovely little tutorial. Full of character and
When
humor.
playing the Egyptians, there are 3 things to remember.
First,
The Pharaoh is one of your most important units. He can be tasked to empower different buildings in your town. Empowered buildings train
Music's
military
funky.
units, research improvements, and attack faster. Laborers, fishing ships, and camel caravans will drop off more resources at empowered buildings.
empowering one
The
building for like a
Pharaoh can
second, then
also
switching to another is the
empower
best strat,
foundations,
apparently.
speeding their construction. In combat, your Pharaoh is
Oh, I didn't know
very
that Minotaurs
strong
had, like,
against
stealth
misdeeds.
abilities.
You only have one Pharaoh, so use him well. Second, the Egyptians gain favor by building monuments. 5 different monuments are available, but you can only build one of each. You will gain favor faster with each new one constructed. Each major god provides a unique bonus to your monuments, so place them wisely.
And don't necessarily expect to know what those bonuses
Minor,
are, because you don't get to
most
pick your major
Egyptian
god.
buildings are either free or cost gold. However, they take a long time to construct.
Wood really
Remember
is
that your
just
Pharaoh
for
can
certain
empower a
units when you play as the
foundation to
Egyptians.
Speed this process.
Those buildings don't look like they're made of gold. Anyways, Cerberus. Well, we're not actually doing this now, despite the game's... they got pretty excited about me saying yes to that tutorial, I guess, and decided we're going to jump straight in. But we're not. We'll come back next time and see the tree-headed dog Cerberus that in this game is clothed and walks on 2 legs, attacking Egypt. But as I had said at the beginning of this video, that last mission that we just did on one try was the one that had given me the most problems off-screen. Although the basic error was just not expanding to a second base and trying to defend the first one, because while Prometheus starts an unstoppable march on your second base, he starts it after hanging around at your first base for a decent chunk of time. So it is not a map that, like, you're not going to do a full clear and explore the map and defeat it. Like, that's not... This is a mission... That was a mission, rather, where you got to get in, get the victory objectives, and get out. But we managed to do it. And again, off-screen, my problem was I was trying different things to get really, like, completely sealed off and protected from the little waves that come before Prometheus leads an attack himself. But the Prometheus attack is unstoppable. And even Even before, where I was like, well, you got to gather enough resources to tech up to the 4th age, because that's when you get to build rocks. Nah, right up until the very end, I believe that. But it's like, no, you just have to be prepared to build 3 rocks and win the mission when Prometheus attacks. And the plot line, we must build rocks to rescue... I don't know why Amon-Ra now talks like, you know, the Soviet commander from Panzer, Allied General. We must build rocks to rescue Arkantos. Yeah, like when the game tells you to build rocks to rescue Arkantos, make sure you have a temple, which is not in Prometheus' immediate path that you can use to do that. And you win! Which we did. When we come back next time, this is going to be more of a long-haul type of mission. There are things you can do to control the speed of this, but basically this is a defense holdout, but it's a longer defense holdout than the one we just did was. So I'm expecting probably more than one video. But we're going to have, essentially, a mission in Egypt fighting against a Titan, a mission in the Northlands fighting a Titan, and then we'll just get a series of missions where we take the fight to the Titans. Remember the Titans, guys, because if you forget them, they will apparently sneak up on you like that Minotaur snuck up on the Pharaoh. Thanks for watching.